Okay, welcome back, guys. So right now, let me show you how you can create a 3D logo on your Android smartphone. I will teach you how to design the logo and easiest way to present such a logo on a wooden markup. So I believe that many phones don't normally take this kind of a markup, and it give a lot of people issues on how to transform their logo into this particular mockup. But believe me, just sit down and watch from beginning to the end how I'm going to tackle this kind of issue, so that irrespective of phones you are using, you should be able, even with his iPhone, you are going to run this particular mockup on this Photopea website. So without wasting much of our time, let's get started. Let me give you tips on how we are going to run this. We need one particular application, then we need one website. The application we are using is Pixellab, which can easily be get on our Play Store. Then we need our Photopea website, which is www.photopea.com. That is the site we are going to transform our 2D logo to 3D. So having got that, the first thing we need to do right now is to go to, let me close this. We'll go to the size. So tap on the three line icon at the right side. Then you see sizes. Then you can tap on it to give you an option. Tap on the size. You use, just select custom size here or square size. It will give you this particular result. After that has been after one getting that, the next thing we need to do is to go to, there are two ways. Is either we go to the shape or we use the font, but I prefer to use shape. So just crop your shape like this, go to opacity and you reduce it to 0. Then go to stroke, just turn your stroke to 60%. Then after that, you have to reduce this very well, but not much. And if it is too small, there is a way you can adjust that. So just increase this a little bit. Then you are going to use your relative position to position this towards the center. So after you're able to do that, you are going to place the second one on top of it. But you have to be vigilant at this juncture, because you have to make the hole in between it to be too larger. So if possible, increase the first one while you are going to position the second one on top of it. So it will give you more space and it will be thick, just as perfect as this. Then you go to the layer, merge the two together as you are seeing it on the screen. Then back to the business. After position it here, use your relative position to position it to the center. Then you go to the shape, crop a shape as I'm showing you. So one should be at this particular corner, but you make sure that all these shape, they are rhyme and they are not bigger than each other. So after you position this is the first one, you are going to copy, position the second one on the right spot, but this time around you are going to do the needful. Just position it in such a way that it will look uniform. So position the third one, let it be touching it, and you consider the space in between the first and the second one. So you are going to manually adjust it and don't let it exceed. So if you are able to do that, the rest is so simple. So you can bring this one in, consider the space in between the stuff. So after this has been done, then the next thing you are going to do is to change the color. Okay, that's the first thing. So I'm going to change this color to something like this, or something like this. So we change all the color to something like this. That will be perfect. And you can thought of about any other color, but remember, where did I having inspiration for this kind of a color is because of the background. You need to understand that the background is somehow deep, so other things that you need to place there need to be deep. So this is where we want to do a rework. So I want to cut out some pet here. So you have to bring all this shape little by little. So after bringing it, you manually shift them. Sorry. So you manually shift it. Okay, so shift it like this. Okay, after shifting that, you are going to copy. So when you copy it, you are going to bring it as well, bring it down. Okay, just bring it, let it be too close. So when you do that, you are going to copy, but instead of us stressing ourselves in bringing other one, what we just need to do is to make sure this one is close a little bit. So after that, we are going to merge the two line. So merging them, we fast the speed. Okay, just copy. So when you copy, position it underneath. Now you are going to repeat the same process to this stuff. So we are going to copy this. After copy it, we'll position this here. And what can we going to do to that? We are going to copy the same thing, we position it here. We are going to copy the same thing, we position it here. We are going to copy the same thing, we position it here. We are going to copy the same thing, we position it here. So we are going to repeat the same process until when we are tired it will look like a multi-stage processing. So when you do it to that edge and you are being satisfied, so the first thing we need to do is to consider. So we need to go to this shape, then we merge the first two together. Go to where you are going to merge it. So you need to be sharp and use your senses here so that you will not match what is not relevant together. So just cut it out. You can see. So now the problem is, how are we going to identify the first one? You can see the bottom one is the first one. We are going to merge all those lines together. So after merging, we cut out the wet part of it, so it will give us the accurate result we want. Just as that, you can see the stuff. So after you are able to do this, you are going to send this to the back, okay, as we did. Then you check it whether it's not what, it's not going against the stuff. So it already go against the stuff, so we need to place it the way it was before. So when we are able to do that, we consider doing what? We consider reducing the size for this. So lock it first. After locking it, we check the middle one. After checking the middle one, we'll reposition. So we are going to just reduce this or delete it. So when you delete it, copy another one so that it will give you the same result. Then you move it closer, position it around there. So this one, we are going to lock the two while we are going to unlock this one. So locking the two could be the perfect option, but bring this one to the front so that we could be able to reduce it a little bit. Then we'll move this one closer while we position it under above it. Okay, perfect. So just shift it a little bit. So now this is cool. When we're able to do that, I'm still considering the fact that we need to make this one so obvious a little bit, or reducing the size for this. So instead of that, I will reduce this, I will increase the size for this. Then while increasing the size for the lower part as well. Okay, reducing the size for it just a bit, but not much anyway. Okay, perfect. So when we're able to do that, there is one thing that we need to do here. I want to combine color here. So I need to combine these two color, so which will be very okay. So just come here, give a color, go to the uh gradients, then you tap the color you want to use for the first. So I want to use this, while the second one will be the white color. So selecting it, then I have to find a way of blending the two so that it will stand and obvious separately. So I don't want that, so bring it to this side. So that one can give me an avenue. So bring it to this side, let it go to the back, move this towards it. Okay, give me an accurate result. So I will still move it a little bit while move this one closer. So now give me what I wanted. So after that has been achieved, then the next thing I need to do is to merge the whole stuff together, because this is Olayinka exchange. So this is the logo I want to form with it. So position that at the top corner, then you are going to centralize it. So looking at it, you can see it's not really centralized because it was merged before. Okay, so just select on it and you manually justify the position. When you are able to do that, cancel the grid, then you go into, you go into the write up. So I have to go here, then you have online, okay, then go to the font. Which kind of a font can we use? So I'm thinking we should use Pattern. So Pattern could be able to do the work. So I will increase the size a little bit. After that has been done, then I will go to where I want to add what am I adding? I have to add stroke. But before adding the stroke, I will go to the color first. Getting to the color, I will use the color of my choice. It depends anyway. After using the color of my choice, but I want the cool color. So let it be cool a little bit. Okay, perfect. So I still need to cross check. After that has been done, or if possible, I have to tamper with the color to make it cool. So let's see something of this. So this is cool. So after that, I will position this to the center. After positioning it to the center, I need to go to the stroke, adding stroke, change the color to yellow if possible. So change it to yellow, and after that you can increase the size to that, just a bit, not much. Okay, very good. One thing that we can still do to make it more thicker than what we expected. So we can first of all, making this one thicker, change the color to the same stuff which you used before, but if possible reduce it a little bit to something like a 4. So after you're able to do that, you are going to copy. So when you copy it, hide this one and you merge it with empty or unvisible write up that you first of all hide. Then you go to the stroke. So getting to the stroke, we are going to apply the fresh gradient this time around. So you can see thicker than before. So now reduce the size, don't rotate. So reduce the size a little bit. After reducing the size, you can tell, if you look at it very well, is your eye sharp? Yes, it's actually sharp. So we can position that underneath. So after you are able to do that, shift it a little bit towards it, but not as close as I was showing it. Then you are going to crop a shape, position this shape underneath. So let it be in between this and letter K. So position that and make this one a little bit big. So after that, we go to the color, give it a perfect color. So I'm thinking of giving it this particular red, but it should be somehow deep. So after that, I will go to, sorry, I'll go to the write up where I will write exchange. Exchange. We are maintaining the same font, which is exchange. So that will be positioned around there. Then you increase and make sure that it fits in properly. So when you are able to do that, the rest are so simple. So we just need to put in other write up to make it cool. But before that, let's just make sure that we justify about the first one that we did. So by moving it closer, so this is cool, right? So I'm thinking it's somehow it should be blended than that, but don't let it be too close. So after that has been done, then we'll go in there while we'll put in all our write up for your, so put in all this write up for your paper. So let's say paper, cash app, okay, okay, Apple Pay, okay, and gift card, gift card. Then the last one, Bitcoin, Bitcoins. Okay, now that we're able to do that, we won't let it exceed this. Was just that we need to reduce the size so that it will be under this particular name frame. So go to the, we're not cutting anything anyway. We're going to, where we're going to select font of our choice. Then we'll look for perfect font that could be able to work for this. So let me go in there. So let's check my font whether I fit see one. So look at this Roboto font. I was thinking Roboto font could be the perfect for it, yes. So instead of that, I will just space it a little bit for me to be able to see all the alphabet. Then go to the font and centralize the font at the middle. Then you can feel free to use your relative position to make a justification for the write up. So make it closer a little bit, but to be in letter, I mean in color white. So after that has been done, we just need to put in our phone number to make sure everything cool. So the next thing I need to do right now is to look for contact icon. Where can I see that? So I have to check, let me check my WhatsApp. Maybe I fit see the one I've used before. So that will be okay and make it faster. So I need to cut this one out if this could be the best for me. So I need to do, or I will just position and cut out the one at the bottom, but in this situation I will just cut it since it's for educational purpose. So cut this one out a little bit, or if possible we are going to even bring this, sorry, okay, perfect. So we can cut the one at the middle here, just use the cutter to cut it, while we cut the upper one as well. Okay, cool. While I cut it, I will be able to. So I have to position this on the line that demarcate or that go down. Okay, when you are able to do that, just make it closer a little bit. Move it closer a bit. Then you move it to the left a bit. Okay, after that, then we can copy this. When you copy, we have 7034667. Position this here. Copy. Then we'll put it there. Say Olayinka underscore exchange. Okay, cool. So if everything scatter like this, just go to recover to shape and you pitch the second one. So everything will disappear, but you can still maintain the stuff. So I say you put +234 7034660. So it won't give you issue like that again. So position this and get it to remove, reduce. So we are going to copy while we put Olayinka underscore exchange. So let's put it in cap. We can even make it Olayinka exchange. So we'll position that here. So where we are going to centralize. Okay, cool. So we're done with our amazing logo anyway. This is what they call 2D logo. So after moving this one closer a little bit, the rest are so simple. So I can cancel. After cancel, just put in the transparent background while we go into our save and save with Ultra with a PNG format. After that has been done, you can apply the color of your choice. Let's take it for instance, black can go along with this. So after that, you can still receive to make the whole work okay. And the last thing you can do after applying the background, you can save it as a project. So in case you want to edit anything there, you can edit it. So we say project Diko, project Diko. So just bring it down and you save. So now we are moving to the next stage. We already apply. I told you we are going to use one application, that is the Pixellab we use. Then go to the Chrome browser. On getting to the Chrome browser, you go to the sorry, go to the Photopea. So getting to the Photopea, the next thing you need to do is to tap on the open from computer. Okay. The previous work was there, that is why it's trying to load it. But at that junction, what we need to do is to reload this. So it will ask me to reload. No, cancel. No, sorry. So I will reload this page. So which means the site is having retentive memory. So whatever you have done before, you can still make a reference and bring you back the previous work even if you don't save it. So go to the gallery where you have the mockup you want to use. So take it for instance, Diko graphics. So let me check here. Go to let's check here. I guess we should be able to see it here. But if we're unable to see, we can check the other drive. Check it here. Then we'll go to Diko Premium. So we should be able to see it here. So perfect. We already see this is the mockup you are using. Just tap on it to mark it. Tap on select. There are two ways. Is either you see loading when you tap it and it will bring you back to the Photopea interface, or you see nothing. So if you're unable to see anything like loading, don't entertain fear. Just be calm down, be patient. You see, the loading will still pop up. When it start loading, it means it has started reading the mockup you sent. Then you take your time. It will take a little minutes before it will load. So you don't need to entertain fear. Just you might even decide to drop your phone to at one side. Then after dropping it at one side, you can check it later if it has done. So look at it. Already load the mockup for me. So tap on the layer. You see your logo here, double click. So I will double click it. Then it give me replace me. So this mockup is crying for replacement. So I need to hide an icon there. Then I will tap on layer to be back. Until when you are be able to see this, that is when you are good to go. Tap on the file, open am place. Den your assets, your gallery, where you have that design we just finish now in our Pixellab folder. So tap on it and you bring it, import it. You will see it automatically fitting, and if it is not, you can increase the size a little bit so that when the result come out, it will not be too small. So position, go to the file, click on save with smart objects. Now another tips that we are going to learn here, I will teach you how to retain color. We are going to learn how to retain color here. So you can see when they work it will automatically turn to wooden marker. So some write up might disappear because of the wooden stuff. So for you to be able to see the color being placed on this wooden stuff, I will teach you how to retain the original primary color that you applied to your design before you brought it here. So when you do that, you will see how it will come out, and you shall be added more to your knowledge. So let's be waiting. It will take a little seconds, and that is not a barrier or palaver on whatsoever. So let's be watching. So we just see our design being transformed. We are still waiting. We are waiting. And like I said, this mockup take a little time compared to other mockup. So in using this mockup, you need to exercise patience. So if you are rushing, you might be thinking your phone is getting. You can see the result is came out. And let me show you what I'm talking about. So if we view this thing, okay, you view it out, you discover that everything is appear in form of wooden, which is not nice because many write-up has been deleted, all those format has been deleted. So okay, so what I need to do now, I've already zoom it out. You can see how it look, which is not okay. Okay, so the next thing I need to do now is to go to my layer. So when you get to the layer, we are going to extrusion. Just tap the downward arrow there, so it will take a little seconds before it done. So the first thing is to hide the layer. Hide that the first layer. So when you click on hide the eye icon beside it, it will take a little time before it will respond. So the downward, the second one, click on the downward arrow, then you go to the gradient overlay, just hide it. You take a seconds as well. Then when it's hidden, you can go back and check your design. It must have been retain the color and transform the design into 3D. So tap here. So you can see results, magic. So what I did was this, there is no magic there. So when you go to the layer, then you click on the instruction there. Then when you click on the instruction, you will see many logo that will go like that. The first one, hide it completely. The second one, just go in front of it where you have EWFF. There is a downward arrow that facing right. Tap on it, it will face down. Then you will see the layer, you will see option under that layer. Then hide the gradient overlay. Gradient overlay is, there is a gradient which they use on this particular website. So once the gradient overlay is obvious, is available, it will be very difficult for you to see retain the color. So when you hide it, it will bring the primary color, and that is how I achieve this. And I believe we'll learn something from here. Just go to the file, go to the export, go to the PNG. You need to take a little patient here as well, because the process of converting to this is not necessary. Just click on saved, then it will ask you to watch movie, a short one, before you can proceed. Click OK unless you are subscribed. So it will start advertisement. When it's done with advertising, it automatically downloaded, so we can view it further. So you look at the top, it will download. So if it doesn't download, you can see it downloading after that. So you can click on it now to view. So let's just check. And that is the work. So I believe we all learned something. As I said, thanks for watching. May God bless you.